Hello, my name is Nathan. I am here to tell you about the Tone Pod system by John Kammerer. It allows you to, with the Tone Pod equipped guitar, basically switch out your entire sound at will. Hot swappable, easy, lots of fun. Basically, I've gone around and around about how to demonstrate this the best. And, if you get too many different tones in your head, it's hard to compare. You want an A, B. Well, we've got A, B, C, and D here. So I am going to just do all four of these pickup sets in the bridge position, no coil tap. Then later we'll do the middle position, later we'll do the neck position, later we'll do coil taps and see how all that sounds, right? But for the first time, we're just going to do bridge position on a medium crunch. I think it's a blackface deluxe. Doesn't say on my hoe tone. But so basically, this is a Ken Anderson P90. We have a lace dual gold, the emerald and purple. Little humbuckers, but slightly different tone. We've got a Fralin Blue Special tele set. Obviously, can't split that, right? And then we also have a Seymour Duncan JB Jazz combo. So we're just going to hit some things. I'm going to try and show harmonics. I'm going to try and do some single runs, some chords, and basically, just try out some different things. I'm not a great guitar player, but I think I can give you a good test of how it all sounds. So, maybe we should start with the JB Jazz. Seems like it's probably the most common sound. So we'll start with that, right? Goes right in. If I struggle, it's just because the angle's bad and, just getting used to it. But if you have it, you can actually swap them in just seconds. So here's how it sounds. Good crunch sound. I do have a tube screamer on this as well. I have this lick I do a lot that I feel like when I pick up a guitar kind of gives me what it sounds like. While it's still making noise, we'll swap out. And I probably think I muted the strings a little bit, so we'll try the lace now. Nope, I hadn't totally muted it. You can see, hot swappable. It feels a little bit brighter to me. Maybe a little bit more rasp, not quite as much of the, I don't know, of the depth. But, it is lace, a little bit different. Let's try the P90s now. See, hot swappable. Maybe I should have emphasized that third there. You can hear it. Sounds, with this much crunch, I can see that it might be hard to hear it. We'll go through it again maybe with some clean before we end this video. But seems a little bit more like a P90 to me. All right, let's switch now to the Blues Special. That's the Fralins, right? Yeah, Fralin's Blue Special. Got a bad angle. Okay. Not ice picky at all, but definitely a lot more of a single coil sound. Okay, so let's try out, I don't know, harmonics. Fairly easy to pull out harmonics on these. Go to the P90s. Seems a little harder to pull out harmonics, but it's my theory that even if pickups sound somewhat similar, that you can get different harmonics from different ones, different positions. I don't know. It's a theory. Okay, let's try the lace. I don't know. Sounds a little more full. See, on the P90s, this was already, on this D string, it was already hard to get harmonics out of it. This, I just picked a spot, my normal picking hand, harmonics all over the place. You can get a harmonic out of the low string. I think for harmonics, I think the laces win so far. But let's try the Seymour Duncans. See how those go on harmonics. Could be my imagination, but I feel like that brings a little bit more of this distortion, more of the crunch into the harmonics than the lace did, which ended up more clean, but I don't know. Oh, really easy harmonics from these. Yeah, I'm getting here right at this middle, my normal picking position, getting some good harmonics on a low string, which I wasn't getting on any other pickup sets. Oh, there's some good, what is that, push by ZZ Top, where it just does pick squeals for about 15 minutes. This one does it. That's a good one for Sweet Home Alabama, or I think on Running with the Devil. Van Halen does it. Can't remember how to play that. There it is. Okay, so I figured it out. So yeah, I think your Seymour Duncans are pretty good for this. Let's do some straight up single picking, right? That is a Chinese song that I like a lot. Sorry about the mistake. Didn't promise I wouldn't make mistakes, right? But that gives you an idea of how it sounds. Let's switch to the lace again. Just go from humbucker to humbucker. To me, it sounds a little bit more like a overwound single coil. I don't know. Yeah, still making mistakes, but by the time I finish this, I will have that part of the solo down, I'm sure. All right, let's switch over to the P90s. Now playing that, it seemed like it was really easy to pull some like half harmonics out of there. All right, and let's finish up with the Fralin Blues Special. Here you go. And you can see I'm not making any changes on the Ampero at all. Yeah, that sounds a lot different. It definitely sounds a lot more single coil. It sounds a lot more country. I should have done something like that. that'd be a lot better on a clean setting, I think. And we'll definitely do that one again. That's I've Got Dreams by Chase Atkins, I think. I can't remember. It's I Got Dreams. All right, let's try that with a P90. Try those same things. You can remember which one was which by now. Definitely sounds more P90-ish, doesn't it? Okay, we're not doing that. Sounds very P90-ish. All right. Yeah. Interestingly, that sounded, I don't know, you decide what you thought it sounded like, but I thought it sounded actually maybe a little bit better even with the distortion than the single coils did. But that's the difference. You can hear a difference with each of these. So now let's do the lace sensor, gold. Definitely a little bit cleaner than the P90. It's just not quite as dirty. Yeah, don't know what you're hearing there. I'm hearing a little bit more like, I don't know, like a chewiness to the crunch. Kind of like it. Just a little different. And now we will end up with the Seymour Duncans. Definitely sounds more like a humbucker. You got that creamy, good rock crunch, but nowhere near as dirty as the P90. Definitely carries a lot more of the distortion than the single coils. I think you can hear a pretty big difference, right? Let's do, I guess one more thing that I like to sometimes do. I like Queen of Spades by Styx. I think that combination of single runs and stuff should really show a big difference. So we'll go to the lace. Here, that sounds doing that same sort of stuff. Much clearer, I think. Definitely feels a lot more refined, a lot more controlled than the Seymour Duncans did. The P90s. This should be nice and dirty. I gotta get that better. Yeah, it does sound dirtier and yet less distorted at the same time. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. I'm just telling you what I feel like as I'm playing it. And now last we'll have the single coils. Got too many chords here. Feels like it was made for this. Man, it really sounds like it was made for these pickups. That song was made for these pickups. These pickups are made for that song. It just sounds more like the album to me. Although I think it will even more in the middle position. I do think that song is played in the middle single coil of a Strat. Of course, with these, you can only get two pickups combinations, but still that middle should still sound pretty good. Let's do one last thing. No, let's do two more. First time. I'll slow this song that everyone knows. Moving back to the P90s. I can remember which ones to grab. Wow. Again, these pickups seem to be made for that song. The P90s really work on Summer '69. But okay, and let's try out the lace sensor for those same two songs. If there's too many songs, if you want me to just do one thing followed by another thing, let me know. But I think you can hold in your head what two different sounds sound like, or you can go back to, back button on the thing just to hear it one more time, I think. As long as there's not too much right in a row, right? That sounds good. Wow, that sounds pretty good. That sounds really good. I know the original used single coils with the distortion, but and the lace are single coils stacked. Are just put together, but boy, that sounded pretty good, didn't it? All right, and let's put the wrong one. Back to the Seymour Duncans, which should also sound really good on Summer '69. Just Seymour Duncans sound good, right? But we'll try this out. And I say JB Jazz, but actually that's just the JB because it's just the bridge pickup. We aren't even going up to the neck position. But that just sounds fuller. And one thing I love about it is you can hear every note in that. Really good. Whereas I think like on the P90, maybe it bleeds a little more together. This one you can hear every single string. When I articulate every string, right? But all right, so now I kind of delayed a little bit long. Let's go ahead and hit that last little bit. not bad. This next one should probably be more in a clean setting, but let's hear what funk sounds like with a crunch. I was on the wrong notes. Yeah, I'm not great at funk, but here's an idea of how it sounds, right? We're looking at, the idea is to give you an idea of how these sound, so that you can imagine, like if you had higher distortion, or if you used an AC30 instead. We might try an AC30 at some point. Just give you an idea of what the fundamental sound of these is. I felt like on the clean, and we will do the clean next time, but I just felt like this was a really good mix of where a little bit extra, you could see how much a little extra force would push the pickups. That's why we started with this. But I would never claim to be a funk player, but it's an idea of what it sounds like, right? Okay, so that was that one. That was the lace. Now we'll go to the P90, just following the same order we usually do. Going back and forth. That could almost work even with the distortion. And so I think even more, the blues specials will work on that pretty well too. So let's try that next. I hadn't turned around. Okay, so I think that gives you a good idea of what these pods can sound like. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe sometime I'll show you my face again. Sorry for making you see my belly, but I wanted to show off the guitar, and I wanted you to be able to see what the pickups were as I played it. I also wanted you to see that I wasn't making any changes at all on the Ampero. So next time we'll probably do some of these same things, maybe some different songs, different little clips on the clean section, and then we'll start going through maybe and we might even try a heavier distortion. I don't know, just distortion does hide a lot. So maybe I'll try it out, and if I don't like it, I won't post it. And that's enough of me telling you things that I might or might not do. Basically, if I post it, you'll see it. But yeah, definitely do clean next time, and then we'll start working on adding like the middle position, the neck position, so you can hear how that difference, because that makes a big difference, and also the coil taps. So we got a lot of videos to come up. We'll see how it goes. Appreciate this was 35 minutes, not too long. Maybe I'll do some shorter ones from this, and maybe just do a straight up, just one for one. And then we got a whole bunch of other humbuckers we can do, or even different, like we could do a Seymour Duncan quarter pounder, right, for the single coils, or there's other P90s. So eventually we'll get to actually head-to-head of the same class of pickups. So right now we're just showing how you can make a huge difference in a guitar, going from country to punk to funk to rock to blues, just by switching out your pickup sets. So I expect to get better at this as I go. So maybe we'll come back and revisit these 4. But at least this gives you an idea of how just, in seconds you can swap out. The tone pods are cheap. You can get a set from John. End up with, and once you find a guitar, once you get the guitar you love, that can be your forever guitar. You don't have to think, oh man, what if I had one with the DiMarzio 36th anniversary, or I really like one with the TV14, a custom 5 in the bridge position. Well, just buy a pod, swap it out. You can do that. So, and then also really lets you A/B pickups to decide which ones you really do like. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you again next time. Thanks. Couldn't find my cursor. There we go.